lot of years. So who we are? Israel Electric is an incumbent vertically integrated electric utility, one of the biggest industrial companies in Israel, and categorized as a supercritical infrastructure. IEC Cyber is a cyber entrepreneurship and business development unit at Israel. We have gathered our 26 years of cyber battle experience, insights, practices, tools, and methodologies in one of the toughest cyber and geopolitical environments, and packed them into unique cyber defense and resilience game-changing suite. We call it Sophic. Sophic in ancient Greek means wisdom, as it's based on lot of wisdom. So let us look on cyber from a different angle. Why? Although the efforts and growing investments in cyber, the number of cyber compromises is increasing every year. The cyber is saturated with a lot of influent entities expressed by growing number of terms, challenges, and subjects. The cyber defense methodology was and is still focused on events and mainly technology. In analogy to the kill chain, we are behaving according to what I call VPUCTR chain. The adversaries actually are finding vulnerabilities, they're developing payload, the payload is used and somebody or more than somebody are compromised. The tools are developed very quickly to protect it and are implemented, and then we rest until the next event. No, we really don't rest, we work hardly, but we are still based on the historic and on the known and not on the unknown that is behind the future. As I have mentioned, the cyber is saturated with a lot of influent entities. Talking about the main ones, especially in the ICT, Industrial Control System segment, we can mention IoT, IIoT, and more. So looking on this complicated labyrinth, what is the magic principle to grow and run the business along with educate cyber protection? And the question is simple. Our magic principle is everything is connected, meaning everything affects everything. We have developed a model, it's a cube model. Every plane is called tier. We have 3 visible tiers, digital tier, process tiers, and people tier. And each contains different subjects, 9 different subjects or processes. We call them layer. We have additional 3 hidden tiers that I will touch later. The model and the process is based on more than 40 sources of frameworks, practices, and standards, including Israel Electric Special Standard and Israel National Cyber Directorate Standard. It's aligned with Industry 5, Human-Robot Mixed Industry Model 4, and it integrated Industry 3 and even older, because we are still using older and legacy system. It's integrated with your business, meaning mainly the biggest CISO challenge, to balance, fulfill the cyber needs without hurting the business goals and targets. So let's look a little bit deeper onto the RIR framework model. RIR stands for Rubik in the Ring. So as you can see, the different tiers have different layers, dealing almost about everything, not almost, about everything in the cyber, wall-to-wall cyber processes, operational processes, validation processes, endpoint layer, HMI layer, AI layer, gateway layer, classification layer, organization layer, and more. Let me give you some examples of how we have how we are dealing with it and what we have developed in our long experience. So I will start with the process tier validation layer. It is incredible, but most change action of the OT, ICS, and IoT systems are done directly on the production environment. In analogy, it's like testing a new untested vaccine straight on yourself. So our solution is called Sophic Zone. It's a validation lab. The Sophic Zone system is a platform that enables organizations and companies to emulate and simulate their OT and ICS system and cyber attacks and verify operational and cyber robustness. The system enables a series of robustness tests and provides comprehensive report of risk, gaps, and mitigation recommendation, all of this in an isolated non-production system. Second process I would like to talk about is the CBD, also one of the processes of the operational process. CBD, Sophic Cyber, CBD, Cyber by Design, is not only a slogan, it's a model and a process with deterministic KPIs to assure proper implementation, starting from the design stage. But I want to bring a new term, DBC, that become a must. CBD, Cyber by Design, talks about when to start thinking about cyber and starting from the design stage. DBC, Design by Cyber, talks about how. Cyber, even today, is treated as a band-aid, something that after design and planning and sometimes in later stages of your process and project, you actually think about it. But the truth is that cyber prerequisites must become one of the significant design principles. It's not something external. It's one of the main design principles. Additional example is connectivity. Connectivity became a reality. In fact, fiber, 5G, Wi-Fi, and much more. So again, my example touches the remote access of vendors to your system. It's opening the door directly to the heart of your business. A lot of excellent tools are in the market, but all of them are scenario. And we need process-based solution, not scenario-based, because the adversaries always are finding in our process some spots that we didn't take in our scenario into account, and this becomes the attack point. Our solution, our Sophic Access, is a platform that actually fulfills all those things. It treats full end-to-end process activities, process assets, process human involved, biometric and visual real-time control, independent two-layer control, end-to-end communication isolation, rule-based management scenario, total isolation of the critical system, and fully documented process. It's very, very easy to onboard on such a tool. Last example, I would like to talk about the people tier and about cyber organization. The quality of cyber organization is one of the leading failure reasons in cyber stardiness. Cyber organization, what is it? It is not a formal cyber unit in your organization. It's the ultimate engine providing the best possible organizational cyber resilience and stardiness result. It has a lot of ingredients, and those ingredients are detailed here. It includes cyber units, your formal cyber units, your informal cyber entities, external professional units like vendors, advisors, external regulatory and government unit, public relation and media, very important part, and BOD, Board of Directors, very important part of the organization. Organizational politics, culture, integration, interpersonal communication, governance, and personal ability. Our cyber organization quality model measures, calculates, and quantifies the level of influence of the cyber quality. It has 16 measurable KPIs. It is part of integrative part of the risk assessment, and it enables rapid assessment so you can do it periodically to check if some changes didn't hurt your organization quality. Organization quality is super, super important. Now, few words about the hidden tiers. We have actually the bottom and the side tier is representing the inter-influence matrix between the 27 visible layers. The inside of cube hides a tangled network of relations and influences between the different layers and tiers. We call it RIR labyrinth. The back hidden tier represents additional influences resulting from specific characteristics and adapted during the implementation of the organization, adding additional cyber risk elements like geopolitical positioning, economical positioning influence, social positioning influence, business positioning, and public relation exposure. The Sophic suite includes broad line of solutions and services, all of them based on our Sophic Magic model. The Sophic Cyber Magic is battle-proof. It works for us in Israel Electric every day, every minute. It's updated, it's tested, it's CI, critical infrastructure, OT, and IoT oriented. And as I said, it's Sophic sophisticated. Thank you very much. Please be in contact and we will be happy to explain more deeply our abilities and products. We protect the light. Thank you again.